Blue Ivy just dropped her new hair care line, and yes, I'm a little late trying it, but I'm still here to give you my thoughts because I love you. So I'm sure by now y'all have seen 5011 unboxings of Cécred. I've had this unopened box sitting on my dresser for about 2 weeks now. When I do first impressions like this, I want to be as authentic as possible, which means I haven't watched anyone unbox it, I haven't watched any reviews on it. I have been ducking and dodging the word Cécred for 2 weeks. I really want to give an unbiased opinion, so I'm going in sight unseen. As you can see, literally have not opened the box. So here are my true and unbiased first impressions of Cécred. So I love that the box came with the Cécred tape on it. Although I don't know how much I love that, because if somebody wanted to steal the box, they would know what's in it because of the tape. So I got almost the entire line, everything except for that restoration mask or whatever it was, because I don't feel like I need a restoration mask because my hair is not damaged. First impressions of the bottles. Interestingly enough, these bottles look like they're concrete. So I was expecting a little bit of a heavier bottle. These are really light, kind of like smush them in. I was definitely expecting more of a not plastic bottle, but that's okay. That has no bearing on how the product works. I'm just saying my expectations were that it would be like a pretty like stone. I don't know why I thought that, because it looks like that. I thought it would be like a solid stone bottle for some reason. So I got the clarifying shampoo, the moisturizing lotion, which I'm going to be using as a leave-in because that's what it sounds like. The hydrating shampoo, the deep conditioner. Oh, we got lids on lids. In that case, I'm not gonna open anything until I actually go to do my hair. This is the hair oil. I do like these boxes, I'll say that. The design is really pretty though. The design is clean. It looks very Beyonce-esque. Solid design on everything. I am gonna have to read the instructions on this rose water ritual. I thought that the fermented protein thing was supposed to come with a water bottle. So this is the fermented rice. So this is step 1. Oh, it came with multiple step 1s. Okay. See, when I ordered this, I thought it was very much just going to be a one-use thing. But no, you get to use this more times. So it's a 2-step process. Here's step 1. Here's step 2 of basically the protein treatment. And like I said, it comes with several of them. So that makes the price point make more sense for me. Nonetheless, I'm excited to try these, so let's get into the wash day. I started this wash day as I start all my others, and that is by detangling my hair using the Aussie Miracle Moist Conditioner. Because it's not a Cécred product, I didn't include it in this video, but my high porosity hair just doesn't do well if I don't detangle before starting my wash day. So yeah, I started this off just like all my others so that I can make sure I keep everything in my routine the same, outside of the Cécred products, of course. We're getting started with the clarifying shampoo. So this top was a little confusing at first, but then I realized the top was just for decoration. You're actually supposed to use this applicator and apply it to your hair. When I first smelled this, it gave off this peppermint smell, and I told my husband that it kind of smelled like holiday season. The applicator made it really easy to apply this clarifying shampoo, and right away I could tell that the shampoo was thick. The consistency was out of this world, and wetting it did activate the product. I've definitely used products in the past where even if you add water, the product doesn't seem to lather very well, but this was top notch. It was so good that I just couldn't stop saying, this clarifying shampoo is fucking fire. Another thing I want to point out about the consistency and texture of the clarifying shampoo is that it's beaded. I zoomed in close here so you could see, but it has these little beaded crystals that feel really good when you rub them on your scalp, and it also leaves you with this tingling sensation. I am no stranger to clarifying shampoos. I use them once a month on my hair, so I know that most of them will leave your hair feeling stripped, which is bad for most people, but I actually love that feeling because it lets me know that my hair is actually being clarified. The Cécred clarifying shampoo did not leave me with that feeling, so although I did enjoy it and it lathers really well, I can't see myself using it again as a clarifier. Next up is the moisturizing shampoo. So maybe tops just aren't my thing, but I also struggle with this top a lot. There was a little piece inside that I had to take out with my tweezers, but in the end I still couldn't open it, and I actually had to have my husband open it because I just couldn't figure out how to push it down. The consistency of this is really thick and really rich, and it smells clean. I'm not a fragrance girly. I actually have a really sensitive nose, and none of the fragrances in the Cécred line bothered me. They're not overpowering at all. This moisturizing shampoo went on my hair like silk. And again, I just couldn't stop myself from saying, oh my God. Wow. 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 A little goes a long way. Oh my God, this smells. The lather was fantastic, and when I rinsed it out, my hair felt really good and pretty soft. I'll definitely be using this shampoo again. I absolutely loved it. If you are accustomed to using a higher price point shampoo, such as the Innocence Hydrating Hair Bath, then you know what to expect from a high price point shampoo. I would absolutely say that the Cécred Moisturizing Shampoo is comparable to the Innocence, and I have used Innocence exclusively as a hydrating shampoo for years. Now let me put a disclaimer on this ritual. I don't know why in the hell I decided to use this jar. I didn't even think to use one of my spray bottles, which is what I should have done. If you aren't going to buy the shaker that comes with it, I suggest putting this in a spray bottle or in a bottle with an applicator just to keep the trend going. The step one was really hard for me to open, so I just decided to cut it with my scissors. Couldn't really place the smell for this, but it smelled really good. So after putting this in my ridiculous jar, I shook it up just like I would have done if I had the bottle that they sell for this, and then I started to pour it on my hair. Although it was definitely a process, I did end up getting pretty much all of it on my hair and throughout my hair. Again, I am no stranger to protein treatments. I also do them on my hair once a month because I have high porosity and it's important for me to replace those protein bonds in my hair monthly. I use the Apogee 2-step protein treatment and have for years now. My hair is extremely high porosity and it works really well for me. And the step one of that protein treatment leaves your hair feeling really hard, and that's why you follow up with the step two that's supposed to re-moisturize and add the softness back into your hair. So again, this is kind of like the clarifying shampoo for me, where the feel isn't what I'm used to, so I just don't get the feeling that it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. At least not for my hair. That being said, if you are someone who likes a lighter protein treatment and the Apogee is maybe too rough on your hair, or you don't like that the step one makes your hair hard when you use it, then you might actually really like the Cécred protein treatment. The second part of the ritual had a light but pretty creamy consistency. At first glance, I thought this was not going to be enough in this one little pouch for my hair, but it actually turned out that it was a good amount of the product in the pouch. I do wish that the pouch was a little bit bigger, but I do feel like I got good coverage on my hair with just what was in there. And I also will say that after I waited the 5 minutes and rinsed out part two, my hair was really soft, so I do think that it did something. As for the deep conditioner, it was a lot easier to open. To me, it kind of smelled like a clay wash, just a little bit. If you've ever used a clay wash, then you know what smell I'm talking about. The consistency is really, really thick. It is a coarse hair girly's dream. I love the way that it felt in my hands as well as on my hair, but I will say that I wish this deep conditioner had more slip. Luckily, I detangle my hair at the start of my wash days, so I'm more or less working with detangled hair. But if you are someone that doesn't detangle until you get to the deep conditioning stage, then you may have a hard time with this because the slip isn't all that great. It did reactivate a little bit with water, but it's still not going to be that amazing slip that you might be used to getting from your typical deep conditioner. That being said, I cannot rave enough about the consistency of this deep conditioner, so I'm probably just going to do my hair in smaller sections next time when I deep condition with this, because I love the consistency that much. It may come as no surprise that I'm also no stranger to deep conditioning with heat, which is exactly what the instructions say that you're supposed to do with this. I use this blow dryer attachment to deep condition with heat. I'll link it in my description box if you're interested in getting one of your own. It's really great for adding heat to your deep condition, and all you need is a blow dryer and you attach it to the end and it'll heat through your plastic cap. Typically, I deep condition for an hour, but when I'm using a product for the first time, I try to follow what they say on the label, so I'm only going to do it for 30 minutes. One thing I want to make clear about this line is that this line seems to be more geared towards wash day specifically and not necessarily styling. And it also doesn't appear to be a natural hair care line, which I think is what we're used to seeing from celebrities whenever they drop a hair care line. But just to manage expectations, this initial launch did not have any real stylers outside of the oil and the the lotion, which is essentially a leave-in. So you cannot do a gel wash and go using this initial launch of Cécred, and I also wouldn't try to do a lotion only wash and go using Cécred. If we do get more stylers in the future, which I have a sneaking suspicion that we will, I'm definitely going to give them a try. When I was reading the back of the moisturizing lotion bottle, it said to apply before using heat. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that you have to use heat on your hair. I know a lot of naturals don't, and I don't press or flat iron my hair, but I do use a Rev Air to stretch my hair with heat, and I thought that that would be the best style to do here. When I rinsed it out, my hair did feel like it had moisture restored into it. It wasn't silky smooth or anything like that, but it was definitely softer, so yeah, I love the results of this deep conditioner. Safety first whenever I'm stretching my hair, even if it's using the Rev Air, so I always use this HSI heat protectant. I like it because it suds up as you put it on, and I really feel like it gets all throughout my hair. And as you can see, my hair is very much not heat damaged, and I wear my hair stretched pretty much all the time. The second to last step in my Cécred session is the moisture sealing lotion. It was a lot thicker than I expected it to be. Typically when I hear the word lotion, I for some reason have a feeling that it's going to be a thin product, but as you can see, this is pretty thick, and this is also where I found out why the bottles need to be able to be squeezed. To get this product out, you just squeeze it. I love how it looked on my hair. I loved how it felt on my hair. It went on really smooth and left my hair feeling really good afterwards. I can't say I was excited to only use a lotion to stretch my hair because typically I'll use a butter or a grease or something like that. But once I felt how this lotion felt on my hair, I knew that I would at least have a chance at this working out. I truly cannot stress this enough. I think everyone who wears their hair stretched should have a Rev Air, especially my type 4 girlies. This thing has been a godsend. It stretches my hair so fast, and as you can see, it actually gets the job done. I'm going to be using the Cécred oil and putting it on top of my hair after I stretch it with my Rev Air. The bottle for the oil did come with this little clear plug. I don't know if that was meant to stay on or if you were supposed to take it off, but I felt like not enough oil came through with it on. I took it off and I felt like there was too much, so maybe there's a middle ground that I need to check out next time, but overall it worked out pretty well, and I do feel like it added something to my blowout. I'm doing a style that is tried and true to me, which is a braid out on stretched hair. I'm saying tried and true so that we all know if it doesn't work out, it's not because of technique, it's not because this is something new that I'm doing, it's because the product just wasn't good for this style. So we will see once I take the braids down. I know the before looks a little crazy, especially in the back, but trust the process. One thing I will say is that my hair was extremely soft during this styling process. It's so soft. My high porosity coarse hair, softness is just not something that comes standard. It doesn't mean my hair is damaged. It doesn't mean anything is wrong. That's just the nature of my hair.
What I want to point out is the fact that you use, how many parts are in this slime? Just
I think there's 6.
Okay, she used 6 different things. She identified that they each smell different. This is layer upon layer upon layer of smells, and they're cohesive with each other.
That's actually a really good point. It's like they did a scent profile on each fucking piece. So it's 2 days later. Let's get into the takedown of these braids. As you can see, it's the same parts and it's still the same style that I did from before. I added more oil to my hands to help with the takedown because I do not like taking my hair down dry.
20, 40, 80 out the trap. Hit it with the rap. Put it on the map. We'll be right back. Call me when you wanna get 20 man turn up with the racks. I be P on my back. Well, G's on my dash. I'm bad. I'm bad. You wanna get, you can't get no higher.
My hair is soft. The oil is really light, so it doesn't feel weighed down, and there are absolutely no flakes. I think it's a win. So I'm sure by now y'all have seen 5011 unboxes of unboxes. Slow down and speak. Let's do it. Oh, they can't even see it. Beyonce, girl, how do you do this? Okay, this is the arm workout of the day.
Cécred. It's time for your daily workout. Man, you missed everything.
I know. Not too good, Beyonce.
Sit now. I'm in the shower with you, I guess.
Alright, I'm gonna sit down for the 5 minutes.
I might as well stand in this motherfucker.
You ready?
I should have just done this wash and go with you. Shit. Don't move. Don't move. I got you. I'm here.
Yeah, you be the block, but I'm the life to keep the streets on. Notice you the type that like to keep them on the leash, though. I'm known to walk alone, but I'm alone for a reason. Sending me a drink ain't appeasing, believe me. Come harder, this won't be easy.